transform again like
Skateboard can make more. Still my style ain't gonna reward like make yourself bigger like mushroom. All y'all wanna get like me. All y'all wanna spit like P. Listen here, wanna hit like me. Meanwhile you wanna kiss my boo. Child rebel, so you hit that air with a combo. Act 47 in a dress on a rhino. Boom. Come door like Lionel's.
We're sorry.
They wrong. Am I wrong? Riding with my big man all night long. 1 second I'm here, next second I'm gone. That's 2 and 60 seconds.
Welcome to Gabe Talk, the show where I bitch and you listen. Today's episode is brought to you by my good friend at Potato Gamer. His Twitter account will be linked in the description below. Back onto the show. What's up? It's your boy, Crippling Depression here, and today is episode of Gabe Talk, the show where I bitch and you listen. Today, more or less, it's about the Sonic cycle. More or less, it's a bait and trick kind of thing where people usually hope for a good game, but more or less get like reused gameplay and mediocre plot. Which for a Sonic game, what's new? Well, it's kind of funny to think about it when the newest entry in the series, Sonic Forces, came out recently, like a month ago, and it got bad reviews. Now, to an average gamer, they probably know that Sonic games are trash just overall. Maybe they respect the old ones, but for the new ones, always known as trash. And the funny part about it is that this game could be successful, considering that you can make your own Sonic OC, which, if you think about it, that's not going to go well on the internet, considering that they make porn on anything, and Sonic OCs and E621 is it's not a good combination you want now on your website. Anyway, and also the fact that it's a sequel to the critically acclaimed Sonic Generations, which is a game that a lot of critics liked and thought, hey, maybe we're going to get back to the good Sonic games, which again didn't happen because we got to think Sonic Sonic Boom and that sequel one, that they're both terrible, and Sonic some other one, Lost World on the Wii U, and that's terrible too apparently. So to honestly think that it'd be a good game recently, it's kind of ludicrous, and kind of you deserve what you got in the case of it being a terrible game. But it could have actually gone well, considering that you're making a sequel to a game that everybody liked. You already got them on board, and you can make your own character in the Sonic world, which a lot of people like to do and used to do when they were children, and it's cool. It really is nice. If it wasn't bad, even then it's bad, it's still considered buying, consider that you get your own character and stuff. But it's just, I don't want to get to the point. It's something as Battlefront, the first Battlefront. I love the original, so they're fun games to play. But I dropped $80 on that, and I thought, yes, this is a great purchase. I get the game. It's the worst thing. It's basically a modded version of Battlefield. More or less, Battlefield with Star Wars. I paid $80 out of my own pocket for a game that's basically a mod of another game I don't like. I should have seen it coming, because nearby DICE. And DICE has terrible servers, and the Battlefield games are kind of not that good. I mean, you can fly planes or whatever. You can do it in the Star Wars game. They tried making it it was the most bare bones experience. Of course, they make DLC. The DLC was overly expensive and not worth buying, because then again, why would you buy mediocre DLC and as well it being expensive when a game is not even good in the first place? Now, Battlefront 2 was coming out, and I was excited for Battlefront 2 a little bit, even though knowing the first one was one of the worst things, raped my childhood. But I thought maybe it'll change. Maybe they will think that, hey, we should do something about this. The first game being terrible. And so the campaign trailer when it first came out looked pretty good. I was excited. And then I thought about it. They're going to fuck it up. And yes, they did fuck it up. Unfortunately, they did fuck it up. And guess what? All this controversy surrounding this EA, more or less, making you grind 40 hours to get Luke Skywalker, which should be the first things you get to unlock, or at least shouldn't be that much to unlock. And all these microtransactions, which, it's nothing new, microtransactions in general, but EA is kind of making it to the up 10th level, with it more or less being 40%. You're buying a game that's $60 plus tax, and you're only getting 40% of the game, where you have to either pay to get more content, which you should get when you first got the game, and more or less you're paying money you're literally buying the game, paying for microtransactions, and for the DLCs coming out, which again, while you buy a game that's only 40% and mediocre. And Battlefront 2 is mediocre. Got bad reviews. Even Disney had to go to EA and talk to them more or less that we're trying to make money off our franchise. We'll let you use our franchise, and we're not making any money off it. So what's the deal there? And EA is trying to, kiss ass and just, we'll stop this microtransaction for a couple days, whatever. And I haven't checked recently what's going on, but I feel like nothing has changed. It's just the same thing over and over again. I mean, if EA makes Battlefront 3, no one's going to buy it. And if people buy it, they're idiots. Because of the fact that 2 mediocre games, microtransactions up the wazoo, and you're still going to pay for a third one? What they should do is reopen LucasArts Studios or Pandemic, which I feel like Disney kind of owns, or I think subsidiaries. For example, that they own Lucasfilm, so they could attempt to get the old company to crew together to make a decent game. Or Disney has their own gaming studio. Why not make the game themselves? They have the money, they have the resources. Why not just make it? Instead of outsourcing to EA, where they're going to screw up their franchise and make people want to never buy anything from there again. I mean, like, seriously. And EA, my God, can you stick to the sports games or whatever? Because you're literally making mediocre content and you're ruining something that a lot of people love and a fan base for. Anyway, this is Gabe Talk, the show where I bitch and you listen, and my bitches has been extinguished. If any ideas for the next Gabe Talk, comment below and have a wonderful day. Shalom Mumu.